I'm definitely taking that as a win. That's just fantastic.
I'd like to welcome you to JoeJoeMoto. Today we're going to be fixing this busted GSXR. So with one of the last GSXR episodes, you saw that the bike's not running too well at the moment. We're going to first off put it in dealer mode, see if it's throwing any fault codes, and from there I've got a new fuel pump. We're going to chuck that in and see how that goes. In dealer mode now, let's see if we get any faults. C00 is good. However, that little mark to the side of C00 is the TPS position, the throttle position sensor position, and it's right at the top and it should be down in the middle, so we might have to look into that. Throttle position sensor or fuel pump, either way we've got to get this tank up, so we'll start to remove that now. Over this side we're going to have to take off this valve, STAV I think it is, to get to the throttle position sensor behind there, so we can adjust it while the bike's on. Alright, we're going to crank this up, see if we can adjust it in the right spot. It's probably going to throw a code. Yep, C28. I assume that's to do with the STAV not being in the right spot. So what I'm doing now is I'm pivoting the TPS, and you can see that as I pivot it, there we go, that's right in the middle there. I'm just going to leave that on while I tighten it up as well, because it's very touchy. It's only the slightest movements that change that spot. And then we'll turn the bike on and off a few times, check and make sure that it's still good to go. Try again. And that's in the middle with a C00. That's looking good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly put it all back together, go for a ride, and who knows, fingers crossed it might have fixed the problem. Let's go for a ride.
We're not going to know if it's fixed the cutting out problem straight away, but we will be able to test that, 75% throttle thing. Alright, let's give it a go, let's see what happens. Solve the problem. Back to the shed.
Alright, we're back in the shed, another day here. With that not working yesterday, it's time to get this whole fuel tank off, check inside, see what's going on, and replace this fuel pump. Okay, so inside the tank, sort of rust-wise, it's pretty clean, but there's a bunch of gunk in there. There's still a lot of rust particles just sitting in the bottom of the tank. And I'm just going to take this out and give it a little flush out, try and get rid of a lot of those particles in there. Now I'm just getting in there with the magnet, and it's just getting the last couple of little bits in there. You see that junk on the end of the magnet there. Okay, so we're going to start pulling apart the pump to get to the fuel pump and the filter and see what's going on down there. So there is the pile of gunk sitting in the bottom of where the fuel pump picks up the fuel from, and here's the strainer. I guess the pre-filter. It's just clogged up with gunk. Alright, we're going to get the old fuel pump out of this cradle and have a look at installing the new one. Is the Chemso replacement fuel pump for the GSXR 600. Now to get it all back on the bike, and fingers crossed it all works. Now the bike's warmed up, everything's back together. Let's go for a ride and see what happens.
Well, this is it. This is the reason I put in all this time and effort. New fuel pump. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens, see? Nope, not a single thing fixed. I can now confirm it is not the fuel pump, it is not the strainer. Shame, man. Back to the drawing board, huh?
I have no idea where this video is up to. I've just been riding the bike consistently over the last couple of months and it's been running okay-ish. But the next thing is to get the spark plugs a little bit smaller. I'm thinking that could be the problem. So I'm going to lift the tank up as usual, get in there, get the plugs, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so there's the first plug out. Really quick job. And it's at about 0.8 gap at the moment. I'm going to drop them down to about 0.7 just to see what happens, fingers crossed. Flame me in the comments, but this is how I get plugs, a little tap. That, I know it's the wrong way, but whatever, it works. Smashed it out, just got through that job quickly, got them down to 0.66 millimeters of gap there, and it's time to go and test it out. So my fingers are so crossed because I'm ready for this bike to just be running nicely and getting ready to finish it off.
Okay. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking that as a win. That's just fantastic. That is just all over it now. I'm super happy. That's just sort of settled everything down, and now I'm you know, ready to keep pushing on with the bike. And the bike is running super sweet. It's feeling really good to ride now. One more video to go. We've got some fairings and things that need fixing and a few little bits and pieces. They'll be finished off, take some photos, and up for sale. So watch out for that video. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video today. Hope you enjoyed it. Share it if you did. Drop a comment below and let me know what you thought about it and what your favourite thing about the GSXR build has been so far. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give it a big old thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next ride.